Do you feel like you're being tested? Oh my gosh, April is a whammy, isn't it, y'all? Oh, thank you for being here, y'all. Welcome in, welcome back. Oh my goodness, let's talk about April, the end of April. Right now, I'm doing this video on the 20th of April, 2025. I just want to ask Spirit to give us messages through a couple of cards. We can pull a couple of cards just to help us cope for like whatever it is, the next 10 days, whatever, the remainder of this month. Because come May, even though May is going to be giant and electric and like, once in a lifetime stuff going on, it's going to feel like a deep sigh of relief. Okay, so if you're facing some friction, if you're going through some stuff right now, trust me, you are not alone. We're all going through it. So let's just settle down, take a deep breath, grab a cup of tea or something, and let's look at a couple of cards and see if we can get some direction from Spirit through these messages on how we can utilize the energies for the rest of this month, because it literally it's so bizarro, but it literally changes over, and it's gonna be palatable. We're gonna be able to feel the change just come like the first week of May. Okay, so hang on, Sloopy. Okay, and if you know that reference, you're my kind of people. Oh my goodness, I'm going to consult the grace cards to start with, y'all. Let's just give it a quick shuffle. You know, I did do all my cards, like overly fastidious with my cards. But thank you for being here, y'all. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so blessed to be here. Yeah, you know, I tried not to go another month between readings, but I, just like everybody else, I'm going through some changes too, trying to make adjustments in my new place, trying to get used to my new routine, and trying to fit all of my stuff into the stuff of the house. And yeah, I'm not going to say it hasn't been challenging, but I'm not mad. It's all good, you know. And you may as well settle into that vibe, guys, because for the 2025 year of this Julian calendar, yeah, we'll slide out of it pretty well. And you know, you'll feel again like this May, next, like say February of 2026 is sort of going to do the same thing. It's going to start to smooth out, settle out. You're going to be able to breathe a little bit easier. Just, you know, it might be a long year. But hang in here with me. I'm with you. I'll be here with you. I'm not going anywhere. So look, there's so much. I swear to God, I started taking notes about 3 days ago on all the aspects happening, and like it's just page after page after page. So what I decided to do is catch some time when I could come on and be with you, and let's just feel the vibe. Let's just feel the vibe, okay? Now for the grace cards, usually I just do a little bit of a spread and let the card just tell me. Kind of heats up in my fingers. And let's see what the grace cards are. Just, it's such a good overall directive on how, you know, what we can target our focus onto from self, you know, because it all goes back to us. Everything that, I know you don't want to hear that, but everything actually comes back to us. You know, I had a thought the other day. This is pretty, I'm going to say profound. This is kind of profound to me. You know, in every situation, you've basically got two options. You can either square in with something, square up with something, or you can square off with something. And there's really no in between. And right now, really, you want to just square up, square off. No, square up, yes. Square in with your circumstances, square up with the changes. Let life unfold right now, and try not to square off too much with everything and offer so much resistance, because these changes they're long haul changes. You know, you can't see the benefits or ramifications of the changes that are about to take place for all of us. So it might be difficult. It might be a lot harder than usual to try to like just go with the flow. And I don't dare say that because I don't want anybody. But really, if there was any time the next couple of weeks, or even this year actually, try and go with the flow. Let life come up for you. And the only thing you can really do to direct it, and the best thing you can do to direct it, is to focus on your positivity. And I know, you know, you hear that ad nauseum, but it's so critical because it's up to us. That's how we spin our reality. If we allow ourselves to get lost in the drama and lost in the fear of change, it's going to suck, basically. Okay, grace card. Beautiful. Okay, this is exactly what we're talking about right now. Connect. Connect. Find your center. When we stay connected to our spiritual core, the best and most advantageous path unfolds before us. That's how it happens. Okay? If we continually allow our energy to go so far outside of ourselves, we lose our leverage in life. And it feels like we're spinning out. It's sort of like we're the outside of the big wheel, you know, and we're just flailing instead of being that solid center of the wheel. Okay, so do whatever it takes. You know, go take a bubble bath, take a walk, do whatever it takes. Take a nap, whatever it is for you. Figure out a way to connect with your inner self, your wise self, the one that's going to tell you ego is wrong. Stop fearing everything, because when you're in that space of negative anticipation, you're spinning your future. That's how important it is, and that's how powerful you are. There is no doubt about that. That's how powerful we all are. And it's about self-control. It all comes down, well, they did this to me, and she said that, and then my landlord did this, and then I had to move, and my job sucks, and all of that, Okay, yeah, okay, it is. And it sucks, and it's annoying, and sometimes those changes can be seemingly devastating. But it always comes back to how we respond, inside and out. Okay? So I mean, you know, and the thing is, I just want to say one little message about being able to connect with your strong self and not allow yourself to be dragged around by other people's energies or other circumstances or eventuals and changes that make you feel discombobulated. When you can connect to that solid core in you, and I'm not going to say it's always easy, but it's not as hard as you think when you're like cerebral, when you're making a decision. I run this. I control this. You may be doing that. You may be doing that. You may be showing me this. This circumstance may not be what I expected, but I run this. It's so powerful. Now you'll go sit in a corner somewhere and have a big old grin on your face when somebody tries to pull your strings, tries to poke at you, or tries to gaslight you, and you hold your shit together. It's powerful, and the more you're able to do it, the easier it becomes, and the more powerful you feel. So connect. Find your center, whatever that is for you. Find a way to connect, and the more you do that, the more familiar it will become. So you'll know that place immediately when you're contacting that, and you know that you can stand in that strength no matter what. No matter what happens, I got this. Is it always going to be easy? I know it's not going to always be easy. I've been around. You know, you've been around, you know. But can you do it? Hell yes, you can do it. Okay? Because when we stay connected to our spiritual core, the best and most advantageous, even if we can't see it at the moment, path unfolds before us. And again, like I said, these energies are big. They're going to bring changes, and this is long haul energy, so you may not be able to see all the elements coming together for you in the way that you want them to, but it will be as long as you hold your center, stay connected. Okay? All right, let's move on. Oh, and I love this one right under that. Here, try not to put it in front of my face, because then my little app eyelashes get on top of the card. Okay, I digress. Mindfulness. This is my top 10. This is top 10. This is top 10. They're all top 10. No, this is seriously top 10. Manage your mind. Okay? Manage your mind, because when we direct our thoughts and words toward the outcome we most desire, we ignite grace. There's never a time when we're existing in fear that we are directing our thoughts and our energy toward the outcome that we most desire. And you can't do both at the same time. You have to pick one. That's what I'm saying. You stay connected, stay cerebral, stay on purpose, make a decision. Okay? And you'll get clicked out. You'll get clicked out I don't know, maybe 1,000 times a day. Circumstances and people, and It'll click you out of that energy, and you've got to flip your switch. That's up to you. That's the control that you have. You are powerful. You can do it. And when you make up your mind that you know this is the best way to do it, this is the only way to forge my future in positivity, is to keep my mind focused on what I actually want to see, no matter what I actually see. Okay. I know, it's kind of a tall order, right? Okay, let me get an Oracle deck card. And I love this deck. It is the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And I am going to, and this deck is curated by Alana Fairchild. And the artist on this deck is Autumn Sky. I know, don't but she's amazing. It's insane. The artwork on this deck is so frame-worthy. Even if you don't read, blow one of these babies up, put it on the wall. Blow 5 of these babies up and put them on your wall. They're amazing. Y'all, if you do get anything out of this reading, I do ask that you like the video. It really does help push me up in the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, maybe you could subscribe, because it's free, it's easy. You're supporting a YouTuber, and we work hard. You don't think we work hard, but we really work hard, okay? Especially those, I don't know if you're into the tarot, but I am. I get a lot out of some of them, and I know the amount of work that goes into, when I'm in the flow and I'm doing videos on a regular basis, when I'm able to do that, I know what kind of work I put into it, and I can't imagine times 12. Okay, they're doing more than what I'm doing times 12. All right, so big mad respect for the YouTubers. So show them some respect, show them some love, and maybe you could subscribe to this channel too. That'd be great. Okay, these cards are kind of big to. Let's just see if one pops out for us, and if it doesn't, then I'll just half the deck and we'll see what we get. But we're just basically asking Spirit, please give us some direction on how we can, and we just got some huge direction. I mean, the Manage Your Mind card and the Connect card, that's basically everything. It's everything I wanted to say in 2 messages. And I'm pretty sure this deck will probably echo in some way, but let's ask this deck, very connected to personal power, this deck. So I love that. I love that so much, because that's what it's all about now. It's about reclaiming our personal power, setting our own intentions, putting up those boundaries so that society and life and family and friends and whatever doesn't drag us around. It doesn't waste our time. We don't allow that to happen, okay? Because we got work. Oh man, you can't even imagine. I mean, because whatever we do this year, however we hold our frequency this year, it's going to set up for us next year. And like between February and the end of next year, it's going to be kind of a preview of how life is going to go for you for maybe the rest of the 20s, or 2000s. All right, I'm just going to cut the deck. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, 24. So 24 is 6. That's your number. This is your message. New birth, guarded vigilantly. This is a new start. And you may have to guard it vigilantly. Excuse me, y'all. Because some people aren't going to be in that. Some people are going to be squaring off with all the changes, which means that they're going to be in a volatile position. They're going to be in a fearful position. And if you're around people like that, it's going to be a difficult vibe. And you're going to have to guard your new start with everything you got. Now, here's our Oracle card. I love that. I love it when this happens. Okay, come on, man. Number 19, which is 10, which is what? 10, the culmination of what was. All of it's happening right now, and what is what's about to be is about to get started. All right? Dream a beautiful dream. Or don't. You got two choices, right? Square in with what's going on, or square off with what's going on. And you can see that math, y'all. You can see that math. You're either going to fight it, or you're going to go with it and make the most of it and trust that even if you can't see all the elements of what's trying to transpire for you, because it all hasn't been able to be put together yet. We're a linear time situation. I know some people think, well, we can do everything at once and everything's happening at once. Well, you know what? We are in a linear lock. We have a time. We have a calendar. So we have this weekend, next week, and next week. So what I'm talking about is a projected, more protracted situation. And again, all those elements aren't going to be right in front of you where you can go, oh, okay, so this is going to happen in June. I just need to cool my jets. Well, yes, you can say that and you should do that, but you won't be able to see it. Okay? You're going to have to trust. You're going to have to trust in it and keep your focus on dreaming your beautiful dream. And do that. I mean, think big right now. Okay, because there's big jeopardy in falling into fear right now. There's big jeopardy in to allowing your machinations from your ego to take over your focus. But on the other side of that scale, there are massive rewards for being able to control your focus, control your mind. Make a vision board, look at it every day, let it go subliminal, do whatever it takes, because you can get huge gains with the energy that's happening now for later. Okay, so that's beautiful. I will look it up for us, y'all. Okay, so number 19, if that's your number. Welcome in, 1919. Okay. Dream a beautiful dream. The urge to create is the same within you as it is for the universal creator. It also has the same magical ability to draw harmony into being and to find beautiful order in chaos. It's getting chaotic. Y'all know that. The world is becoming a whirligig. Okay? Can you do anything about that? Yes, you can do one thing about that. You can focus on yourself, dream a beautiful dream, and keep your focus on what you want. Because you can draw the harmony that you want. You can draw the beautiful order in all the chaos. You can do that. You are that powerful. Make that decision to do it. Okay, she's getting a little stern, all right? This includes bringing harmony and the perfect balance of well-being into your body, mind, and emotions and circumstance. This is also the part of you that wants to dream of beauty. Come on, I can't with you. Okay. Dream of beauty and bring it into life in as many ways as possible. How you eat, how you dress, how you look, how you behave, how you make love, how you create art, how you relate to your community, write your poetry by moonlight or bathing candlelight. Yeah, beauty is the language of the divine. Do things that make you feel like, oh, or oh. Find that sentiment in your daily life and feel that as much as possible. And I know you're going to say, yeah, but. Yeah, but nothing. Your job right now for you is to control your focus and think about what you actually want to see in the world and in your life. And by doing that, that's the one positive piece of participation that you can make. That's the one expression that you can make to help the collective right now. It's not going to help to keep adding to the side of the scale of chaos and fear. It's just not going to help, okay? Because everything's out of balance. When things are out of balance, you can't bring things into being. Not the things that you want, okay? Let's see. This oracle also comes with a particular message for you. There is a situation in your life right now where you feel uncertain about your ability to fix or heal. Oh, you know we all are. You lack the inspiration to be able to imagine it differently than how it currently seems to be, and that is the huge challenge. There's a directive of be here now, but don't overinvest in now, because what is being presented isn't everything. Okay, it's just not. And getting lost and over invested in scenarios that are negative in your estimation is not going to do you any good. It's not going to do the planet any good. It's not going to do humankind any good. The collective needs us. It needs our good vibe to help balance the scale. And if you're here, you are a warrior. I know you are. And by the way, I have a video coming up. Some of you have absolutely, we did a video on this last year. I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm going to do a whole video on it, okay? But this was a huge, I actually teared up when this vision came in, but you've done it, and I might tear up again. We thought we had done some sort of cord cutting a couple of years ago, and we did good work, and we got on with our lives, and we made some progress in our lives, only to find like a couple of years down the road that we hadn't actually severed that cord, and for some reason that activity or that situation or that person or whatever, that job, whatever it is, was still in the mix of our vibration. Okay, and there was a good reason for that. But then the eventuality of that cord needing to be cut, which was very, very deep, very, very old, very, very solid and hard to do. Some of you have done it. And like I said, this is not, I'm not a drama queen. It's profound. It's huge. And it may feel like, oh my God, now what? It may be a little bit overwhelming to really understand that it's been done finally, but you need it. And it's going to just clear the decks for you, okay? Which can be intimidating. I know that. But we'll talk about that in that video, and I will come back to this video and put a link on this video once I do that video, so that if you're watching this after the fact, you'll be able to go down into the description of this video or the pinned comment section or somewhere down there, or maybe up in the little, the end screens, and I will put the video there for you to be able to go see, because it's big, it's a huge message. And it's a profound act for a human being to be able to do what you just did. Okay, so congratulations. All right, let's go. You guys, what I'm going to do is what I normally do with these, the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck card. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of this. I'm going to take a picture of the 3 pages that they have on this card, and I will post it in the, what used to be the, I don't know, not the playlist, but the post section of my channel. Okay, so you can go over there and you can read about this 19 card at your leisure. I would do that. I would do that because this is huge. This is a big directive. Dream a beautiful dream. Think big and try so hard not to stay distracted at what is going on in the world, because even though on one scale it is important. What did I do with my tissues? See, I knew I needed a tissue. Congratulations. I'm so happy for all of us, all of you who have been able to do this. And don't be afraid, because this was the best thing. It was one of the best things you've ever done in your world. Ever, ever, ever. It's going to change everything, okay? Again, even if you can't see it right now, it is. Okay, so I want to get one elemental card, and then I'm going to let you go. Let me see where they are. To see what part of our elemental nature we can tap into to make the most of the next couple weeks, so the last part of this April month, April 2025, because it's huge. I mean, they're all huge. Oh my God, this whole year is bizarro. Just on a personal level, on the world's level, it's just the never ending, and it doesn't have to be a nightmare. Okay, it doesn't have to be a nightmare. Don't fall for it. Okay? Don't fall for it. Know that this too shall pass, and that every single thing that's happening right now for you personally and in the world is absolutely necessary for the changes that are necessary for us to shift and catch up with the planetary vibration that just changed. Okay, it just, it's like, It's like being on a boat that's hit turbulence. It's like if you don't steady yourself, you're gonna fall over. Steady yourself. Ride the wave. You got this. It's not too big. It's not too choppy. You got this. And just keep reminding yourself that this had to be. If it is, it had to be. There is no, this shouldn't have happened. This should never, we should never have allowed, this should never be, I should never have done. Yeah, you should have. Because the only way sometimes that we come to a particular awareness that will click us up to the next frequency that is absolutely necessary is by things happening that don't always feel so great, don't always seem so productive, you know. But all of it is on purpose, all right? So take a deep breath and remember everything is happening exactly as it should be. And I'm sorry, I know that's hard pill to swallow in some instances, but if you can focus on that, you'll be fine. You will be fine. It's only when we just say, oh, that shouldn't be, and we, square off with everything, that we have difficulty, okay? And if, again, and I know you don't want to hear this, if there was ever a time just to settle down and go with the flow and allow things just to transpire around you and collect the data, it would be right now, okay? Collect the data, get your information, keep yourself steady, and have some faith in your own journey. And you got this. All right, let's do this. At the bottom of this deck, grow and fulfill. It's number 3 card. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. Focus on what makes you feel good. Focus on what makes you feel enthusiastic. Focus on what you actually want to see and feel in your world. You'd think that would be easy. You would totally think that would be easy. I was just talking to somebody the other day. I was like, you know, it's so bizarro, the human being. It's like you'll be thinking of something really good. You'll put your focus on something really good. And inevitably, even in a few seconds, there are these little tributaries, these little fissures where we travel out and we end up on a negativity. I have no idea how our brains have been given that default program, but our minds can totally override that function, okay? They can. It takes a little bit of effort, but you know, if you get in alignment and then you come out of alignment, flip your own switch. Just go, oh, no, I don't have time for that. That's not what I was thinking. That's not what I was trying to talk about in my head. That is not what I was trying to see. That is not what I want in my future. Absolutely police your own thoughts, okay? Grow and fulfill. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you well. All right, here's your card. Elemental. Okay, so in that elemental is air card. So it is about the mind. It is about managing our mind. This one is, these are Roman numerals, so give me a second. Number 17. That is 8. That is life journey number, big number. Peaceful reflection. Spend some time reflecting within. Which is what? Connect. Every time you feel out of control, every time you feel like you can't flip your switch back into positivity, go do something that will take your mind off of whatever it is. Just whatever. Go. I gotta scrub my oven rack. When you're doing that, get immersed in scrubbing that oven rack. Go out and take your shoes off and walk in the grass. That is huge grounding. It's so good for, especially if it's dewy. It's really good for your circulation. Do something to change your perspective in some way. And don't go out into nature and then start thinking about that. Purposefully manage your mind. You can do it. Those are your files up there. Those are yours. You don't have to think thoughts you don't want to think. And if you think in terms of the fact that some of those thoughts are wholly unproductive and spinning a future that you don't want to live in, if you really get pragmatic with that, then you're starting to make the decision, and you have to make the decision over and over because somehow the human brain defaults to the negative. Okay, that's just some sort of weird conditioning that has happened for us as a collective, and we as individuals right now have to use our minds to control our brains. And think about that. The mind is connected to the will. the brain is subject to program, but the mind connected with our will and our decision-making powers. Don't call it willpower for nothing, okay? It is like your superpower to make those decisions for yourself, okay? All right, so peaceful reflection, that's a water. So you got water and air. Connect to your head, connect to your heart. And the name of the game is what makes you feel good. That's in your heart. So if you're connected with your heart, it'll be easy. You can decipher what's really giving to you. What's the energy that's feeding you? All this whole reading is completely cohesive, so I knew it was a moment that I could take to come and see you guys. So thank you so much for being here, and I will be doing that video because it's huge, it's profound, and like I said, we did do another video, I think it was last fall, about feeling like we had done some good work, and we did do some good work, but all of a sudden we had realized that those cords hadn't been cut, or that major cord had not been cut. That connection was still with us, and there was a purpose for that. There is no longer a purpose for that. Your spirit knows it and has helped you cut the cord. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you again for being here, y'all. Don't worry about anything. I will be back also to talk about the energies of May, because May is transformative. You can't say it you can't. We got 4 major outer planets that are going to change signs in a very small amount of time, all compact together, and that is a very rare occurrence. I mean, we've never seen it, and it's going to impact us, okay, because we are part of that system. We are stardust. There's no way we're not exempt from those affectations of the movements and the dances of our planetary partners. Okay, so we all are going to be affected by that, and that's why I feel like I want to do a little more homework, but we will talk about May, and I will also, as always, I'm very good for this, putting beautiful links down below in the pinned comment section, so you can also go and just check out quickly and easily, go click the link and check out other people's messages on the same thing that I'm touching on, who are actually the higher ups in their field, okay, and you can get a bigger breadth of information on what I'm touching on, and so I love to share that with you. So take the time, if you want to click on some of those links, and there will be some in the bottom of this video about the current energies and the energies of the last bit of April. So just take a deep breath, err on the side of kindness and quietness, and let life unfold. Don't get mixed up in any drama, don't try not to overreact to anything, and understand that every single thing that's unfolding that might be abrupt or unexpected, it's part of a bigger picture. It's part of a bigger package being put together by Source for your best evolution on this planet. So just chill with it, okay? Believe in it. All right. Thanks again for being here, y'all, and I will see you soon.